we're live. Okay. We're back. We're live. We're back in living color. Oh, there's somebody here already. Oh gosh. Okay. Gotta fix that. Some things. Got it. Okay. I highly implore you to say hello if you are on this. Oh, there's two people here. Woo! I can guess who it is. Yeah. Love you. Thanks for showing up. Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm here. I do have my scissors. I'm going to begin the process of doing t-shirt yarn in a bit, but I have these two bags of t-shirts that were at my brother's house from forever ago. And I think I put them in these bags to make t-shirt yarn with. So let us see. Let's see what they are. That one's tiny, so I don't really want to do anything with that, but it is... you know what actually I think these are in here for? Is that they were all white t-shirts. That somebody needed white t-shirts to tie-dye at one point, and so I feel like I pulled a bunch of white t-shirts. Yeah, I think that's actually what this is, except for then this one's gray. They're all children's t-shirts. Children's t-shirts are not the best ones to use. Hi, Kathy. Yes, I know. I was just thinking that if you came on that you were gonna see that I'm wearing this. I wear this t-shirt like, I'm not kidding. If it's clean, I'm usually about to wear it. Okay, yeah, never mind. None of these are what I thought they were. Let's see if there's other ones in this one. I'm having a Beveragino. Been fighting with Swifties. Oh my god, I can't talk. Been fighting with Swifties for the past 24 hours. Apparently, my video made it onto somewhere. Hell yeah, Soju, I love it. My video made it onto some TikTok of somebody telling all of their followers to go to my TikTok and report it. It was I guess a bunch of people's. They were telling their followers to report a bunch of people's TikToks, and I just happened to be included. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. Interesting day indeed. Yeah, I don't think any of this is what I thought it was. What is all this stuff? Like, what is this? A little baseball jersey. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, I obviously took the care to pack this up. I know that I was the one that did it. Ooh, this is a nice big shirt. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is one we can use. No side seams. I guess I could also tell you guys about, my process for making t-shirt yarn, which I'm looking through to see if any of these will work for it. And one of the biggest things that you have to pay attention to is whether there's a side seam on here. That one does not have a side seam, and it's a nice big t-shirt. It's got this, it looks like it must have been tie-dyed at one point, but it's all faded. So that's one we can use. Otherwise, I don't know where all of these are from or why. Oh, why children's shirts don't work well. They're just so small. They do work. They work fine. But it's just, with this t-shirt, we're only going to cut, this much. We're going to make t-shirt yarn out of this amount. So let's see, what that looks like size-wise compared to this. It's just, we'll just get a lot more yardage out of the adult t-shirts. But I love the questions. So thank you for that. This is another one. Oh, this might work. Oh, it's long sleeve. Yeah, it's a black t-shirt. 100% cotton. It's really stiff. But I think I might use that one too. I actually really need black shirts. And that's one that I probably would just, because it's got somebody's name on it. And I don't know, it always feels weird to have people wear shirts with other people's names on it. I don't know. And it's also really stiff and does not feel good, so I wouldn't necessarily feel very great about giving it to somebody. A, look, A for Amber. Wait, oh, you can't even really see it. Well, this one also might work, but I don't know. Put that in the maybe column. I also have some other t-shirts that I could use, so I don't need the t-shirts that are in here. I just thought I would go through them live for you guys. Pretty much all of those are like ones that I'll probably just send to Goodwill. Unfortunately, Goodwill has like the supply chain set up. I don't love to support them, but I also don't necessarily feel like dropping off stuff that's essentially trash is really supporting them. But it keeps out of the landfill, and it will eventually get to like a rag factory, like go to the Goodwill bins. Like that's the thing that's so tough about combating those sort of bigger chain thrift stores is like they have the supply chain already set up. It's one of the reasons why they're so successful. But okay, let's get into it. I wonder how many I can do today. I kind of want to do this one. Oh, wait. Oh, this shirt. This shirt is a cute dusty bookshelf shirt, but it's like really stained. And I had this dream of turning it into a bag. I might just take it back to the shop and see, and put it in the t-shirt bin and see if somebody wants it. Because it's really soft and it's so cute. But yeah, it has like, again, you see like around the neck, it's like somebody was sweating in this shirt. Also, annoyingly, the quality is way worse this week than it was last week. I feel like it's crazy what 1 week will do to the sunset time, because last week when I was starting this, the sun was still out. And now maybe it's just overcast, but the sun is not out. Riveting conversation over here. Okay, I need to put that aside. This was the one I was going to say. I'll probably start with this one. It's a nice big shirt. It's stained all over though. Yeah, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to try to get, maybe I'll try to get 4 done again today and see how that goes. I got 4 done last week, but again, I'm really tired. The arguing has been killing me. I know it's fall. I love fall. I actually love that it gets, I mean, it's nice to have it light out. Like that's maybe the one thing about fall that sucks is like how early it gets dark. Like I was remembering how when I first opened the shop last year, when I would leave at night, it would be like pitch black at 7 o'clock. And it's weird because then summer comes around and I'm leaving and it's still bright and light outside. But the winter comes again. Okay. I also realized, wait, let me tilt this just a little bit more. I also realized when I was watching the video back because I was clipping some things for social media, and I realized that I can definitely, with these bigger shirts, with my little rotary mat, I can definitely fold them in half to cut them. Because I fold them in half to do the strips anyway. Which that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to you folks that haven't seen me do this process yet, but essentially the first step after we've determined that a t-shirt is one that we want to use is chopping off anything above the armpits and then the bottom seam as well. So sometimes with these bigger shirts, it's hard for me to do it because it's like my rotary mat and my table is only so big. But I realized, ta-da, I can just fold it in half. And it's the exact same thing. Okay. I'll take off this seam, the bottom. Last week I had the joke that my rotary blade is really dull. And I had this joke that every time I said my rotary blade was dull, you have to drink. So we should bring that back. And that counts as me saying that it was dull. So everybody take a drink. I'll take a drink too. What tool is that? Oh, it's a rotary. It's a rotary tool. Rotary cutter? This is a rotary mat. Rotary cutter? I think that's the right word. 10-4. I'm with you. Oh, rotary blade. Yeah, rotary blade. And then I keep these. I'm doing something with these too. Maybe at the end of this, I'll show you guys the basket that I've been working on for like a full year. Okay. So then, now we have our little infinity scarf of material. And we're going to fold that, but we're going to leave a little guy at the bottom. A little, like, probably like 1.5 inches of space. And we're going to cut strips down this way, but we're not going to cut all the way through. We're going to cut through this part, but we're not going to cut through this part. And you'll see why in a little bit. I try to do about 1 inch for each of these, though sometimes it gets a little wonky. Damn. Okay. That's what happens when the blade is so dull. And I really just need to order some more. And I probably will do that hopefully before next week, because I do think it would be a game changer. I think it would feel way nicer to be able to do it without. I also noticed when I rewatched the video that this crunching sound wasn't quite as satisfying for you guys as it is for me. It's very satisfying. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's going pretty good. This material is really soft, whatever this one is. Okay, nice. Okay, we have all our strips done. It is an arm workout, honestly, and it also like starts to like where you push down on your thumb, it starts to hurt. I definitely find that the more that I do it, the more like I build up a callus, which is annoying. I was talking about this in my last video, but like people don't talk about how tough crafting can be on your body, specifically your hands, which actually I should do some like little hand exercises. I just always forget. Because yeah, it's like crocheting, knitting, weaving, any of those things, like they're kind of, this is like a full body workout, I swear. I feel, you'll hear me later complain about feeling something specifically in this part of my arm muscle on a different part of the process, but it's like each part of this process is like tough on a different part of my body, including the standing up. It's not that easy. It's like standing for an hour is not that crazy, but it's not that easy. And typically when I do this by myself, if I'm not on live, what I'll do is I'll get to this point in a t-shirt and then I'll take this whole part over and sit and do the rest of it sitting down, because honestly, you don't really need to be standing for the rest of this part. You really only need to be standing for the cutting. But okay, so now that we cut and we have this side that's not cut and the side that is all the way down, we have all these loops, the latest fashion. Okay, so now we find where we have the spot that we did not cut through. Obviously, if we just cut like one armpit to one armpit, we would end up with big loops, which I have seen people, like you can make t-shirt yarn that way with the big loops, but one, it's then like too stranded. And then also you have like the bump where the loops are. So we're gonna make a continuous string of t-shirt yarn with this. And we're gonna start by going from this armpit right here to the outside. I'm gonna cut with my scissors. Well, I'm gonna cut from the outside into this armpit right here. All right, so that starts our strand. I don't know why, but sometimes I do this and it's like, doesn't get stuck inside of itself, and sometimes I do it and it does. I don't know what makes the difference, but okay, so now we have this kind of wonky looking thing where this was the one above. So now we're going to connect this armpit, or we're going to cut this armpit to this armpit, that first one. And then we're going to do that process all the way down the shirt. And that'll give us one continuous length of t-shirt yarn, which is pretty cool. Is the volume okay? Am I talking loud enough? Sometimes I feel like I'm screaming. Sometimes I feel like there's no way you guys could hear my dainty whisper. All good on your end. Good. Thank you for answering. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for showing up. It's so nice that you did that for me, for little old me. Like I said, it's been a weird day, guys. Like, I don't know. It feels like there's something in the air. Just like everybody's in a bad mood, including myself. And I'm just done with it. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad it sounds okay. A-okay. It's literally so much more exciting having people here. Like, yeah, it feels like a little hangout sesh, exactly. Because last week when I did this, and I will say I did like try not to advertise it too much because I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue to do it. But I had so much fun last week. But for the first like 25 minutes, I was just vibing solo. Like I was just in here by myself, chilling. And that's fine too. Like I do a decent amount of content where I'm just, looking at a screen, talking to myself essentially, but it's nice to have people here. So thank you guys for showing up. Yeah, okay. We're almost done with this one, getting down to the end. This process is pretty cool. I do really like it. And I did really have a good time last week, even in the times that I was solo. So I did decide I want to try to make it a thing. I have this like irrational fear. I know that I truly do not matter at all in the scheme of things. But I just have this like fear because of the amount of TikTok fighting I've been doing today that like people are going to show up in this and like be trolling me and saying mean things, because people have been saying mean things to me today. Which is fine, like I can take it, but it's just, oh shoot, I should have showed you guys the very end of that. You end it the same way that you begin it, where you go from like the last armpit that you have to the outside, and then you're left with this whole mess of one continuous string. And so then you have to go through and just tighten it. And this is the part that I always complain about hurting my arms. Hurting my arms. Want you to what? To go feral on people? Want me to beat them up? Yeah. Here's the thing that's tough about it. I'm going to talk to you guys about it because also you guys both know me really well. And like, I know that you would be on my side. Even though, here's the thing. It's like, I get what they're saying, the Swifties, that like, because actually I literally said it in my video too. I was like, I'm not going to park and like go stand in front of Free State because like she should be able to live her life, whatever. So like I get that part of it. But but people are coming onto this TikTok saying that I am putting Taylor Swift in danger by revealing her at the moment location, and that that I'm putting Taylor Swift in danger. And that's the part that I just don't agree with, and that I'm just like, how is it a thing that somebody could do to find? Also, apparently my video made it onto like a list of videos on this one account where this person was like telling their followers to go report all of these videos. So like, also, who knows, maybe I won't have a TikTok in the morning. I'm not sure. It's also funny because of all the people coming to look at coming to look at this TikTok, this is now my second most viewed TikTok that I've ever made. Like, it has over 2,000 views, not a ton of likes, and then the video right after it too, where I like video respond to somebody, also has 1,000 views. And it's just funny because it's like, okay, you guys are first of all literally like giving me attention, which seems backwards to your cause of like you're causing harm. But also I don't get how it's less harmful to come and say mean things to somebody to come and say mean things to a stranger on TikTok, and to feel justified in saying mean things to somebody on TikTok because you feel like that person is compromising the security of one of the most high-profile people in the world. And it's like, so the thing is that what's funny is like in the comments, I was like agreeing with people of like, I mean, if Taylor Swift had been here and I had posted a video that showed her location, that would be a different story. But I literally say in the video that she's not there. Like, she's obviously not there. I'm like laughing about it. I'm like laughing at myself, laughing at how silly everybody is that's like showing up to this thing. Also, legitimately, I would have never, like, I would have been intrigued. I would have been like, oh my gosh. If Taylor Swift had actually been there, even if I had not been legitimately already on my way home, down a path that I go down every single time that I go, like, from my brothers, like, it was such serendipity. And I know that they don't know that. I mean, I said it in the comments, but it's just like, I was in my car. I didn't even get out of my car. And everybody in the video was like, they weren't saying, like, oh yeah, those people are crazy. Like, those people shouldn't do that, which also I'm not trying to even hate on those people that did get out of their car and go stand there, because I understand. But like, I'm literally sitting in my car. Like, I'm sitting in my car. I was actually blocks away from there at that point. Again, something I told them, but like, they don't necessarily know off the bat. But it's just like wild to be like, I'm so like, to feel so. Oh wait, maybe this is why it's not as bright, because my other light isn't on. But yeah, I just don't understand the feeling of people like coming into my comments, saying mean things about me, under the like feeling so vindicated, like they're protecting Taylor Swift. Like, what? It's crazy. Yes, and all press being good press. Like, that's kind of okay. So like, also I like got into it with this one woman specifically today, because she was saying that I was gaslighting her and gaslighting everybody, that I didn't, that like all this stuff. And I was telling her, I was like, I understand what you're saying. Like, I agree that like Taylor Swift should be able to live her life, but also like, you coming into my comments, like, it's not doing what you think that it's doing. Like, you're literally making my video get like thousands of views. Like, not her specifically, but like, yeah, all those comments. At one point there was over 100 comments on this video and most of them were from her and me going back and forth. All done with one. I'm gonna go turn my light on and see what that does. So much brighter. I think that that's a little bit better. But yeah, okay, one is totally done. But yeah, all press is good press. And that's what I told her. I was like, y'all are literally like the people that are coming here from that video. And if TikTok takes down my video, then like it wasn't meant to be with TikTok, because, and even if they take down that video, if they like ban my account somehow, it's like, then TikTok's not the place to be, because that's insane. Like, even if I was giving up Taylor's location, I don't think that that's enough of a crime to get me banned from a TikTok. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there were also already news people there. I also got there at like the tail end of everything happening. And one of the big things that people were saying in these comments was like, you're compromising her safety because it's like her live location. And I'm like, first of all, she's not there. Like, she's not there. I said it in my video that there's confirmation that she's not there. So how am I giving her live real-time location? And second of all, I showed the crowd, like, and it wasn't even a huge crowd. It was a pretty small crowd at that point. And there was literally a news station there. And I wouldn't advocate for these people to go and be shitting on any of those other people either. But like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get how you can be like, yes, I'm doing the right thing by commenting on a stranger's TikTok that they're a bad person. Yeah. And I know that I could just like delete it and not. I didn't get banned. Oh, hi, Claire. Yeah, no, okay, Kathy, also, I was literally thinking about how, it's funny, the laptop is literally resting on this book right now, but I was thinking about how that book, I was like, I understand the like addiction to the haters, because part of me was like, this is so fun. Like, this is not fun, but like, I was like, oh my gosh, like the attention, like even when it's people saying whatever, like it's so interesting to sit and go back and forth with somebody. No, my TikTok didn't get banned. It was, yes, Taylor Swift stuff, and I was fighting with the Swifties. I know that you despise Taylor, so it was, yeah, an interesting saga on my TikTok, because, yeah, you should go check it out if you want. There's not as many comments now, because also one of the girl that was going back and forth with me to like get it up to legitimately 100 comments on my TikTok, was she ended up blocking me. She ended up deleting all of her comments and blocking me, which was funny because she had been sitting and arguing. Like, she had been sitting commenting 2 comments to every 1 comment that I replied to her for like 2 hours today. And then at the end of it, she was the one that was threatening me, that told me about the account that I guess had me linked, and they were telling everybody. She literally was threatening me. She was saying, like, your account's going to get banned. I don't know why you think that it's not. And then I was like, I mean, if you report me, like, what did you even click for the report? Because I'm genuinely curious, like. And she was like, well, I didn't report you, but I guarantee people will be. I was like, okay. Like, then do it. Like, then, okay. Like, report me, bro. I don't think I did anything wrong. Ugh. Claire, the rotary blade saga continues. So dull. So dull. Take a drink. Everybody take a drink. Even if it's just of water. And I'll take a drink too. This one I cut really wonky. So we'll see how that does in the end of things. Actually, I might just cut it to be not wonky before I get the process started, because I think that's going to frick things up. Drank. No, exactly. Like, just do it if you're going to do it. Like, if you're going to sit there and threaten me, like, just do it, bro. If my TikTok gets banned over, like, some Taylor Swift nonsense, like, then so be it. I did work hard for those 200 followers, but I'll be okay with just the Give It, Get It account. Also, unsurprisingly, it was all white women in the comments. So concerned about Taylor Swift's safety, as if she doesn't have millions of dollars worth of security. It's like, wow. Wow. How can I get that many people, like, gung-ho about Give It, Get It? Like, honestly. I don't want people to, I mean, I think it's easier to galvanize people to be haters than, to galvanize them to do something nice. But it's like, damn. Okay, this t-shirt is really thick, so I have a feeling we're all getting drunk. We're all getting drunk on this one. This is definitely an arm workout. I wonder if I'll be able to get 4 done this time, too. Probably. What time is it? Oh, my God. I continuously forget that my clock is, like, right where this light is, and then I try to look over at the time, and I just look, like, right into the light. Right into the light. Ugh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Gosh, this is messing everything up. Oh, God. Sound like I'm fighting for my life over here. I kind of am. Yeah, she literally has bodyguards. Also, like, yeah, like, that was just another thing that I thought was interesting of, like, I feel as though people coming in and fighting on Taylor Swift's behalf, also, it's like, okay, so you don't trust your girl? Isn't she your queen? Doesn't she know how to take care of her own shit? Like, she literally she was not viewed by the public for 2 full years, but you think that I'm going to be the one blowing her cover. Like, but then also anytime that I would say that, I'd be like, wow, you guys think, like, really highly of me. They're like, oh my God, this is part of the problem. Like, you people, you think that you matter so much. I was like, well, obviously I do if you're coming into my comments to be so mad. Obviously I matter to you a little. Oh gosh, I almost went through the end on that one. Oh gosh, guys, this is really a problem. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink because I'm tired of this. These are my absolute favorite little berry ciders. Berry ginger ciders. They're so good. Yeah. I'm actually glad to talk to you guys. I was trying to talk to Aaron about this earlier, and, like, he cares so little, obviously, about anything Taylor Swift, but he also just like doesn't really understand like internet things, which is good. Like I'm glad. Like he doesn't need to be understanding internet things, but I don't know. And like part of me feels like I should just delete the video and like be done with it. But also just don't want to give people what they want when they're sitting here being freaking rude to strangers online. Seems so silly. Oh my gosh, this is so tough. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done it. I am sweating again, probably because of this being so horrible. Also, when I walked into the house today, after I'd been cleaning for 4 straight hours at a job, it was 85 degrees in my house. And I walk in, it was like humid, hot, muggy. Aaron sitting in the chair, enjoying himself in the living room. And I walk in, I was like, oh my God, it's so hot in here. Like, it was hotter inside than it was outside by a lot. And he goes, oh, should I turn the air on? I was like, yeah, I think you should turn the air on. And now, of course, the air conditioning's going, which also annoys me because I feel like it messes up the audio quality. I was like, bro, like, how are you alive? How are you chilling? Like, and he was wearing sweatpants earlier today. And he told me that he actually he turned it off last night, which we have been turning off the air at night. Like, we've been turning off the air once it hits about like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, because it cools down. But we've been opening the windows. The windows were not open. The fan was not on. Like, it was insane. Yeah, well, Aaron likes to claim that it's because he's from Florida. He's a Florida man, so he's like used to the heat. I'm like, you're 45 years old. You moved it from there when you were 11. Like, it's not a fair argument. I mean, it's a fair argument, whatever. He can say whatever he wants, but I don't agree. And I do understand that I like it cold, but 85 degrees, unbothered, and 85 degrees with humidity in a room, like without the windows open, like I can do most of the temperatures if there's a breeze, if there's like some airflow, whatever. But like the stagnant air, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then Amber's in Colorado, like, what is it? How cold is it there? What's the temp there right now? Like, probably so nice. Probably so chilly, honestly. Oh, God, we're almost done with this one, guys. Almost. I'm trying to decide if I can do 2 or 3. The end here. Still messed up somehow. Okay, I'm just going to do one more. Call it good. That one worked. Okay. We got our little danglies. Yeah, 85 is too damn high. Like, yeah, I can deal. It's also just like the day I was having. Also, when I was at like the clean that I was at, there was a cat there who I love. I love this cat. I've known this cat forever. And it was so mad at me. It did not want me to be there. It was like hissing at me. It was like so upset that I was around. And I was like, girl, I literally fed it dinner and it was still hissing at me. Oh, interesting. It's 70, 79. That's about what it's been a little hotter than that. Like it's been in the low 80s as a high most of this week. Which is nice. Like it gets cold at night. Like it's been getting chilly at night. It's been getting into like the 50, like high 50s, low 60s, I think, in the evening. And it feels lovely. I'd love to have the windows open with the breeze, whatever. I also didn't realize that Aaron had turned it off last night, or else I would have been like, open the windows. But then Aaron, his side of the bed is closer to the window, and he gets really cold really easily. And so he always gets upset when it's like this time of the year and we have the window open. So sometimes he'll wake up in the middle of the night and close the window. But I don't know why he would let me suffer like that. He looked at me like I was crazy when I came in too, and I was like, that's so hot. All right. Oh gosh. Yeah, see this one. This one was a bit of a mess. A bit of a mess to get done in general. I'm gonna make chicken tikka masala after this for dinner. Like I already have the chicken marinating, but I have to make the whole sauce. But I'm gonna do that while we watch Loki. I'm excited to keep going. I'm excited to keep watching. I've been thinking about it all week. Okay, this one. Oh yeah, okay. It still stretches pretty okay. I think maybe I'll just try to get 3 done and maybe call it a little early because, like I said, there's just something in the air. I'm tired. What episode? I think we're on episode 4. I think we watched 3 last time. We either watched 2 or 3. I can't remember. I think we're on episode 4. We watched. He's met like girl Loki. So, like woman Loki. So whatever episode that happens in, that's the episode that we ended on was the one where he has met her and then they're like on that planet trying to get on the ship. All that stuff. Yeah, we're starting at 4. Yeah, I'm so ready for season 2. It's gonna come at a good time. I wonder where Sylvie. I wonder. It's so funny. My brother has a cat named Sylvie, and I never realized she's not named after that character. But I forgot that was her name in this. And then when she said it, I was like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, I wonder where season 2 will fall in the timeline of things because right now, like with my friend group, we're watching all of the Marvel movies in like timeline order, not in release date order. And I don't know where season 2, where it falls where it will fall in that whole thing. Because we'll either have to watch it or we'll have to wait to the end to watch it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Loki. Loki, the like Marvel show. Have you seen it, Claire? Have you watched? Are you a Marvel? I know Des likes Marvel. I don't know. I didn't know if you were a Marvel girly or not. The next movie we're in, because I think honestly we have all the shows. Like we have all the shows to watch. Where's my phone? Oh, it's back there plugged in. I'll look in just a second. We have all the shows to watch, and then I'm not sure where we're at movie wise. Which if we watch this show and we decide we don't want to watch, I think it's WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier is actually one of my all-time favorite movie or shows that they made for Marvel, but it's not really super action-packed. It's more like drama a little bit, I guess, but it's really good. And also, you know how I feel about the Winter Soldier. I love him. I like Falcon too. Yeah. Okay, we'll watch both. I just didn't know how you're gonna feel. WandaVision, I'm interested to watch it again. I think that's the next one on our list. I'm interested to watch it again now that I've like just getting back into Marvel. Like when it first came out, I liked it when it came out. I just didn't love it. I don't know. But that was how I felt about Captain Marvel. And then when we rewatched it, I was like, no, this movie is so good. I think I was like too influenced by the haters at the time. Like, man, patriarchy just really internalized misogyny really gets you. So maybe WandaVision will be the same way. Even though I feel like it didn't have a ton of haters when it came out, it was like the first show to come out. I think I can't remember if Loki was first or not, but I feel like WandaVision was first. And it was just like a different format, and like I don't know, maybe that was making me crazy. Oh, he's been taking you on the timeline. Okay, cool. Yeah, too much. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Maybe you would like it because I know that you are more of a drama girly. Look, two done. Ooh. Now I have two ones of black t-shirt yarn, which are what I need for my project, which I will show you guys. Oh my god, I keep looking right into the light. Okay, I want to do this purple one, even though this is a smaller shirt. I'll just show you guys the difference that it makes with the smaller shirt because purple is so good. So, and this shirt is a bit stained. I don't know if it's a kid's large shirt or a small. No, it's just a small shirt. So yeah, I'm gonna. This one I can. Oh, it has a hole in the armpit. How convenient. Gone. Boom. Yeah, Claire, we should talk about Marvel sometime because I do think it's interesting. And I know. Where are you at in the timeline of things? If you remember, lots of character building. Brie Larson is lovely as Captain Marvel, and also like so powerful and like and also like so much happens like with the founding of Shield and stuff in that one. Like there's a lot more long-term consequences. When we watched it as like the second movie in the timeline order, it made a lot more sense like how much it was connected to everything else. I think maybe when I saw it in theaters, it was just like so. I'm trying to think of what it came after, but it was just like it was kind of just like, okay, we're going back to like stuff that happened so long ago. It didn't seem as relevant, but then when we watched it in timeline order, I was like, oh, this is actually hyper relevant to everything that's happening. Oh, Thor Ragnarok, that's fun. I was gonna look at where we're at. Notes. I wonder if Nin has put off of or like checked the other ones. Wait. Marvel movies and chrono. Oh, well, we can't check them off because it's Loki. So yeah, we have Loki, we have WandaVision, we have Falcon, Winter Soldier, and then we have Spider-Man Far From Home, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, which is I'm so excited for you to watch that one, Amber and Clara, since you're on the journey too. We're just a little bit past Ragnarok, so we have just watched. We watched Ragnarok, and then we watched both of the Avengers, and then Loki is the next one after that. So you're actually almost at the same point that we are. Look at this. It's crazy. Like so many. We've watched so many. We're more than halfway. Except for adding in the shows did add like a lot of time in because, I mean, the Loki show is like 7 hours of content. I think they're all about that. Yeah, Kathy, you should join us for WandaVision. Oh yeah, Endgame. Okay, yeah. So, send you that. The list of them in chronological order. It's also on. It's not my note. It's a shared note with me, so I don't know if I can send it. But it's also like on Disney Plus in that order. Like you can watch it. You can scroll through in timeline order. I think. Yeah. No, WandaVision. Kathy, I'll let you know when we're watching. You should come over. And Claire, if you want to come over too, though I know you're slightly more busy with your literal children. That was another thing. Sorry, just to bring it back to the Taylor Swift drama in my TikToks. There was this one woman that was also very adamant that I was acting like a child. And I was like, okay. This one is so much easier to cut, you guys. Like, oh my god, compared to that last one. Wowza. And I think I will have this be my last one, so I'll do 3, and then I'll show you guys my basket that I'm working on. And then I'll sign off. Again, I do really appreciate you guys coming into this live. What is that, Claire? I can't see. It's like a little guy going, hey. I have Olivia Rodrigo stuck in my head. Okay, wow, that was so much easier. So much less time than the last one. Okay. Also, if I'm going to talk to the public at large real quick. If somebody is watching this video back, like past the time that it's live, obviously, and you're like, man, you're going through all this t-shirt yarn and you're not even telling us how to do it. I have a video on my profile that explains exactly how to make t-shirt yarn. It's like 35 minutes, not too bad. And then also, actually, the last episode of the Quiet Craft Club, when I was all by my lonesome at the beginning of it, I did go through with one of the t-shirts essentially exactly how to do it. But if you just want the straight up stuff about how to make t-shirt yarn, you should go find that video on my profile called Making T-Shirt Yarn, and you should watch it. And if you look in the description of it, I have all the timestamps for when each part happens. So if you're like, oh, I kind of know, but I just have questions about certain parts of it, just check that out. Silence. Amber, we got to figure out what we're going to do next after Marvel. And I think we should do Star Wars. I think we should do all the Star Wars. Oh, maybe that was Claire saying bye, because now there's only 2 people in here. That tracks. I think we should do Star Wars next and watch all the Star Wars content that there is to watch. There's a lot. And I don't know, I remember if you like Star Wars or not. Oh, wait, no, you're here. Oh, no, who else left? I thought that maybe that was that little guy saying bye. Thank you for setting me straight. Yeah, Star Wars. Have you watched the Star Wars? Have you watched all of them? I do a TikTok series about Star Wars too. So I'm actually rewatching all of those in a timeline order right now. But I can always watch Star Wars. It's like, I love it. And they're constantly adding to it, same as Marvel. But they're adding to it a lot. It's my blood. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if we had ever talked about Star Wars before. I've talked to your husband about Star Wars. I don't know if we have ever talked about Star Wars. Oh, see, this hurts my muscles. So weak. Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Interesting. I just very recently watched all of the new Jurassic Parks, like the ones with Chris Pratt. I've only seen of the old ones. I've only seen. Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. That was another one I was thinking. I've only seen of the old Jurassic Parks the first one. I've never watched the second and third one. The Chris Pratt ones were interesting. Don't necessarily want to be a hater, but Chris Pratt does not do it for me. And that's without even all of the without even thinking of him as a person besides being an actor. As an actor, he's tough. I don't know. And in those movies, he's such I liked him. Maybe it was just because my first exposure to Chris Pratt was in Parks and Rec. And I loved his character in that. I liked that character. He was funny. I thought he was really funny. I thought he was good at that type of acting. And so when I see him in action and action and adventure and stuff that's so serious, I just cannot take him seriously. I think that's part of them. You hate them. Okay. I didn't I was entertained, which I think is a fair, not every movie has to be groundbreaking, cinematic masterpiece. And I think the dinosaurs were awesomely insane. That was the whole thing that was so cool about them, was all of the crazy CGI that they did for the actual dinosaurs. But yeah, his acting. And who is the woman that's in those? Is it Jessica Chastain? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, they were fun. They were fun to watch. but I don't know if I would do it again. But I want to watch the old ones. I should watch the old ones at some point. I think the reason why we didn't watch all the old ones is because we couldn't find them on any like streaming, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, of greatness as the old ones. Was there like good story? I mean, the old one, the original one, is obviously amazing. Like totally, classic. It's actually technically Jurassic Park is the first movie that I ever saw in the theaters because when I was like a newborn baby, my parents went to Jurassic Park in the theaters and I was there in my little carrier. I was asleep, but I was there. Okay, I'm gonna run and get my project. Just take me a second. This is my project that I'm working on right now. I've been working on for a while. This was another thing I was working on that was like a huge bag. A bunch of other bits and bobs. But yeah, this is my basket that I'm making or that I was trying to make. It won't like be the most structured, but this is the bottom seam to all of to like these things that I've been cutting off. It's like the bottom seam. And then I crochet with the black yarn around it. Must go faster. Jeff Goldblum is everything. He's also in some Marvel. Is he in Thor Ragnarok? I think he is in Thor Ragnarok. Can't remember which Thor he's in. But yeah. This is the thing that I needed this stuff for. So maybe as we're watching Loki tonight, I do have to, while we're watching, we're going to turn it on. My chicken is marinating. I got to make the sauce. And then it just has to chill for as long as we can stand to let it cook before we eat it. And then we got to eat it. So maybe after that, I'll work on this. But I'll definitely work on this throughout the week. Okay. It's a little bit early, but I think I am going to go ahead and hop off of here because I'm just tired, y'all. It was a long day. And like I said, it seemed like there was something in the air. But thank you so much, truly, you guys, for coming through, hanging out with me, giving me somebody to talk to besides just myself, because as much as I can talk to myself all day long, it's a little disheartening. So it was really nice of you guys to come by. Oh, yum. So just grab his poopy diaper out of the trash. Sounds like you need to go deal with that. Oh, I miss him. I do want to see him as soon as possible. He's almost 1. Like, oh my God. It's so crazy to me that he's almost 1. A week from Friday. Crazy. Okay. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. If you're not one of my friends that was in this chat the whole time, also thank you for watching this video. If you're watching it some other time in the future, I'll catch you on the next one. Now I gotta awkwardly walk around and turn it off and all that. Bye, guys.